Hello, hello, YouTube. It's me, Brandon. Hello. And, I'm here again for another review. So, today, I had a pretty long day today. Did some classes, went very long shopping, and that involved lots of loads bringing up to the apartment from the car, which was very tiring, and putting it all away and all that. So, all of that and my classes and everything's put on top of each other. It's been quite a long day. And I've made some coffee, some nice, yummy coffee. And I'm gonna sit down and enjoy a cup of coffee and some dip. And, hmm, I just totally lost what I was gonna say. Oh, yeah. Today I have got Copenhagen long cut. Um, the only thing that scares me about this is it has lead in it. Lead. 0.0003 milligrams of lead, but nonetheless, there's lead in this, which, ooh, kind of scary. But anyways, um, in Canada, this is the only one metal lid, which is, I don't know. I guess that's just fancy up here. This is the fancy kind. And just to let you know, it causes mouth diseases. And I've been dipping for a long time, but I put it down for a while because it was just kind of gross to me for a bit, and it was too expensive. So I've just recently picked it up again, and I can already feel my gums and lips starting to recede and getting all feels like it's all cut up, but it's not. It's just gross. But hey, I'd rather rot my gums instead of my lungs. So for me, it's a good alternative to smoking since I have asthma and cigarettes make me, you know. Anyways, oh, let's get this open. It smells really salty, but it has a good tobacco base with more salt, I'd say. Instead of like Skull where it's really sweet and sugary, this is tends to have a lot more salt, I guess. So, yeah. And to me, this just seems a little more manly for a dip instead of Skull. So, yeah. Oh, I didn't know show this to you guys yet, but I'll just bust this out for you, and hopefully it doesn't get on my keyboard. So it's not really long cut. Compared to Skull, I'd say this is pretty short cut. Uh, super pack. Anyways, so I've got it packed a little. Mm. Oh, that seems a little big. Okay. Mm. This dip is harder to get into place and a little bit harder to keep it there without it moving around and everything. So, yeah, you can definitely feel the salt. And there seems to be a bit more spit than with Skull, but it's kind of spicy. Like, if you let it go back to the back of your mouth, almost to the throat. It's spicy. But if you keep it to the front, it's a real tobacco flavor. Not that much added flavors, just tobacco. Tobacco and sea salt. It's good. I can feel a nice burn. I like the burn. If dip didn't burn, I don't think I'd be using it. So yeah. If Since this is a review, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. And if you're beginning, I'd stick with the skull. Skull mint, nothing flavored that much, just minty, I guess. And then move up to the Copenhagen, because this will put hair on your chest. And it has a pretty good nick hit. If you take a big dip like this, like that, you're gonna get a pretty big nick hit. So, I could feel it. Yeah. So, it's up there. It is my favorite. It is my go-to Coke. And it also comes in snuff, not dry snuff, but wet, moist snuff. And that, I'm not going to do a whole review about it. I'll just put it in with this one. But it is too fine. Too fine. You can't move it around. It falls apart. You have to stick it in there and leave it. And if you touch it a little bit, it's going to fall apart. So, no. I really don't recommend it. But it does have a bit of a more nicotine hit, because it has more surface area that's covered. But the flavor's still the same, and the saltiness is still the same, the smell's still the same, but it is way harder to keep in there, and it will move around quite a bit. So I don't recommend that. I don't like it. So I'd give Copenhagen Snuff, I'd give it about 7.5 out of 10. Yeah. But the presentation, the packaging on it I like it way more. It's green, I think, dark green, and it's a gradient, and it looks cool. I like it. I like it a lot. So yeah, Copenhagen long cup. I can't think of anything else to say. Happy dipping.